so yeah. But that's alright. We're going to find out what is going to happen here. There's all the cars, I believe. There's all the cars about almost readied up here. Yeah, so they are. You can see the lights are coming on in Australia to get this race underway. Who will get the best start? And they're out now, and you can see everyone's clean off the line. Stracco gets a good start as well back. And obviously in second place is going to be, will it be Carnage into turn one? What's going to happen? 3 wide. Stracco takes the lead. Oh, Craig Senna goes off the circuit there and we've got contact behind. So I know Craig Senna has had a horrible first corner for him there, and virtual safety car deployed, and yeah, so not a good start for Craig Senna, Mundo.
No, definitely not. Sorry, I was away a moment. I just watched Craig Senna just came away from the track. I saw that. He's currently P11.
Yeah. I love that late that late commentary there. That was
Sorry, man.
So yes, so Stracco takes the lead, and then we've got Exploding Emerald behind him in second. Yeah, so anybody who's made any positions off the line. Shadow Racer David there has been a good start as well. He was 11th, I believe, and was up to 7th. So yeah, pretty interesting start. Managed to almost all of them keep it clean except for Craig Senna, and I believe, I'm not sure who was other car into turn one, but I believe they went 3 wide. So that was interesting. As let's see, well, anybody, and obviously nobody's going to do a different strategy, but because obviously there's no safety car, it's just a virtual safety car, and plus it's not wet. But the virtual safety car is actually ending now. It has actually ended, and Stracco's actually got a little bit of gap, but it's actually went wide at that corner there and cost them.
Oh, big carnage behind VJ.
Massive contact. Shadow Racer and PPRL and Pepsi there. So the championship leader are way down there as the virtual safety car ended in 11th position. So that's not good for him. Yeah, so it's obviously we're racing here once again, and you can see Stracco leads, crosses the line. Yeah, have we got any battles anywhere as we come across the last corner into turn one? Jamie's attacking Craig Senna into the first corner. We've got 2 cars off there. Morgs and Tuffy Candy went onto the gravel there, and Jamie just made a slight oversteer and went a bit wide there. But yeah, pretty chaotic end to the virtual safety car. But I'm going to keep an eye on the gap at the front to see if Exploding Emerald will catch Stracco, and you can see if there's any battles out the rest of the pack.
Definitely, Mox and Naturas had a moment there, and Tufty Candy is going side by side outside of Pepsi, I believe. Yep. So he has taken 10th place of the race. Pepsi a horrible start as well as Craig Senna.
Yeah, I believe there's only 11 cars left in the race
Tufty
already.
Candy has won. A lot of it seems like a lot of people are struggling at the moment.
Yeah, there's only 11 cars left in the race, as I just said. So basically, if one more car retires, we've got a basically definite chance of points. So yeah, as a game, I'm actually, as I said, I'm going to
24/7. But it gives it gives a lot of excitement, and a lot of cars going side by side. As we can see, the 2 Red Bulls are going at it. Morgs and Shadow Racer, I believe. Shadow Racer now in P9.
Sets the fastest lap, but VG14 sets the fastest lap. We better go on board with the lead here because Exploding Emerald is right up the back. Stracco's allowed to go defensive here into the next corner. It's just like Rosberg and Vettel in 2016 as Rosberg came out of the pits there, but Exploding Emerald cannot get Stracco yet, but it's going to be close because they need these next how many laps of this wet Australian Grand Prix. But Stracco's actually went wide and he's going to lose the back end, and Exploding Emerald had to actually back out of that there before there was contact made. But yeah, looking very close at the front between these two. We're going to see a really good battle between the two of the drivers at the front. But Stracco's on the grass a little bit and has to go defensive once again. As we come through into the next corner there we go, but Stracco defending perfectly to retain the lead of this Australian race. So yeah, I'll keep an eye on that, but I'm just having a look to see if there's anybody else at the moment in our battle. I believe they're all spreaded out, except I believe it's just the two leaders are actually the main ones that are battling. The rest of us spreaded out. A normal Formula 1 race would be in real life, not all the time, but they would always spread out like during the next couple of laps or so. But it's just like that. But yeah, so it's just really Stracco and Exploding Emerald. But we could have a sign of another car coming into this, as like you can see, BG1429 is actually catching him as much faster than the two leaders as well. So yeah, we can see what he's going to do as well in the other Haas. Obviously, so the Haas in the top three there. So the two Haases, 2 and 3.
So BJ is not away.
Everyone is setting fastest laps now. Pepsi Max and Craig Senna, but Stracco just keeping the exact same pace. Exploding Emerald, just all he needs to do at the moment. No mistakes, unless something actually does go wrong. Is typical when I say things all the time. It actually does happen, but yeah. So still close at the front. Stracco just needs to keep moving. Got a bit of lag on my screen. Stracco's actually went wide, and now he's just lost the lead. Exploding Emerald has taken the lead. I'm taking the lead off the Australian Grand Prix, but this is looking very close. But it's really annoying because we've got lag as well at the exact same time. Stracco's on the grass. Oh, contact. Wait, did VG not retire? Wait, didn't he even get any damage? Oh, look, I don't even know how that works.
Pepsi Max is right behind VJ, is going for the inside move.
Yeah, he went wide and what the hell? What just happened?
I don't know what's happening at the moment. But
I don't know. There's a lot of lag. Wait, there's a lot of lag. But I don't know. Is Pepsi Max on pause, or maybe because that's usually what it's like on pause? But I don't know. From my screen, I got a lot of lag, and I actually couldn't see what was actually happening. So Craig Senna's down the inside. Yeah, I think I should let you do it at the commentary for a while, because I've been doing a lot of it.
That's fine, man. I'm fine.
I was going to say, because this is like me doing a video basically. So I'm not. It's not like I'm just going to not give you commentary. It's basically just no. I'm going to do it all. That's what it's like.
I'll go, mate. I'll go, mate. No worries. Craig Senna says the fastest lap, by the way. He's on a charge at the moment. Good comeback so far.
Here at PPR, Pepsi as well sets the fastest lap. So they're all setting fastest laps. So just look out for the a lot of them later into the race, especially Craig Senna as well. He'll be capturing the top three, and obviously PPRL Pepsi will be catching the rest of the pack, obviously because he's quite fast at the moment, but he's 14 seconds off the lead, so that's going to be hard for him to catch up the rest of the pack, because he's in 7th place at the moment, and he's actually catching.
Oh, Emerald had a huge moment there. He was weaving around the track. I don't know if that was lag, but Stretcher has definitely caught up a bit.
Yeah, but at this stage of the race, I believe Exploding Emerald is a bit faster than Stracco. He's extended his gap to, well, he's actually lost time there, because obviously his moment, it was 1.7, it's now 1.3, but it looks a lot closer than it was before, so obviously those mistakes, Stracco will just take advantage unless he makes a mistake himself. But yeah, pretty interesting first 5 laps of this 29 lap Australian race here.
The grid,
yeah, has anybody else retired that I've not noticed yet? Nope, we've still got 11 cars.
But Tufty Candy has already pitted, so I think he had a level 1 incident.
Yeah, there's a lot of warnings. Believe, is it? No, I mean, I can't even go down to the end. Amazing, it's not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no penalties, I believe, but there is a lot of warnings. Almost the entire grid basically. But yeah, believe. See, it's the exact same gap out his front. Craig Senna sets a fastest lap once again. He's looking the fastest driver out of everybody at this moment. Yeah, he's right up the back of Pepsi Max, and he's only 5.6 seconds off the lead. Um, so yeah, this will be pretty interesting later on into the race, I believe.
Yep, definitely. And we only 6 laps into the race. It's gonna be interesting if the rain is gonna keep going or it's gonna
And
dry up.
we've got a car that's joined back in the race. I don't know. Is it currently someone that's actually driving, or just somebody that's just? But I don't know.
I can't
How
see
they've
sorry
done this.
because the stream thing is covering who's leaving and
Yeah,
stuff.
we've got a couple of cars that are joining. I know a couple of cars, but like a couple of people joining. Don't think they're racing though. No, they're not. Yeah, they're leaving now. So, yeah. So it's just the same gap out as front, 1.4, keeping it there. You can see Tufty Candy is a minute and 5 down in last position there. So he's had a horrible race so far at this stage of the Grand Prix. I'm just having a look throughout the rest of the field. Let's see who else we've got. And Craig Senna, still in 4th, keeping at the same pace as in 3rd place now, and he's lost 5 tenths to the leaders in that part of them. Also that lap there, but Emerald did set the fastest lap once again there. So we're seeing new fastest laps every lap here in Australia. So yeah, the big fight at the moment is for 3rd place, I believe, with Craig and Pepsi there. So yeah, we're going to find out what's going to happen. Well, I don't know, he's actually lost time for that corner there. So seems to be like 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th for the exact same gap as each other there. So we'll just have a look throughout out the field too. So we've got VG14 PPRL Pepsi, the championship leader. If you want to take a look at that man though, he is in 6th place there, but has actually made a mistake.
Like clearly we
that
could
next
tell
corner.
that there's something happening with VJ. He's going really slow at the moment and he's not
Yeah.
feeling comfortable as beforehand. So I think
Yeah, I
it
don't
will
know.
be. I don't think it will be a hard move by Pepsi. As
Well,
long as
could
VJ
be, but
doesn't make it too hard.
I don't know. It looks like he's an AI. I don't know. But he's made the move. PPRL
Yeah.
Pepsi. It's too easy. I don't know. He's went wide and he wants to go for the move.
I think
again,
he is
but I
there.
don't know.
Otherwise it will be like his car wouldn't be in sync. So I just think it's him
Yeah, I don't know.
struggling really.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
But
heavy
I
weather
feel
is
like
not
an
easy,
move.
not at all. So it's impressive to see the GP3 drivers continuing with setting fastest laps by different drivers.
Yeah. You can see the gap out in front, still the same guys. Stracco in 2nd, just exactly the same at the moment. Pepsi, Max, Craig Senna is all up the back of Pepsi Max again, but is much closer than there was the lap before. Yeah, so not much battles out in track at the moment. As we'd expect, it's a street circuit and it's always hard to follow. I wonder what F1 2017 is going to be like on this game. That'll be very good actually. I can't wait to see what 2017 game will bring along with CRL, well SRL should I say. I get that mixed up so much, I don't know why. Or SRL later in the year. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, big news coming
what will
ahead.
happen.
Oh wait, tune in
What's
for that. Sorry, I can't tell at the moment, but it's coming out very
Oh,
short.
come on, you could tell me.
But yeah, nice to see
Did you say
the good amount
did you
of
say it was about
attention.
real
People.
shorts?
No. You don't know what it is. But
Are you sure?
I can
Is it,
see
please
this.
tell me he's going to tier 1. That'd be
I can see
awesome.
there's big attention going on for GP3 drivers, which is awesome. And therefore, if you could type in the chat, who do you think will win the race?
Yeah. Do you
Appreciate
want to actually do a?
Senna goes for the inside. Oh no!
Is
Trying to
let's
make
see,
a move.
We've got a battle there. I never seen that. I was too busy looking in the chat. Pepsi, another fastest lap by him. We've actually got 11 people watching this stream at the moment. That's good. For GP3 actually, because if I'm not mistaken, last time I watched the GP2 live, I just had a look when I was at qualifying. I believe there was not as much as that, so that's good. I believe Tough to Candy's actually retired. I've seen that the other now. So everybody has got a definite chance of points. That's a good thing.
Yep.
So yeah, there's only 10 runners left in the race. So I don't know if I can remember the last time there's less people in a race before I've actually ever seen. But yeah, whoever retires next will still get a point, so that's lucky for them. But hopefully we don't see one of the championship leaders off or so early or retired, because we want to see good battles out in front. We don't want Strappo or anything to go at the moment. We might make a mistake, whatever, but yeah, he's always there just in case the leader makes a mistake.
Emerald is extending that gap, so the ones we should look out for is probably Pepsi Max and Big Senna.
Yeah, so is it to actually dry up? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really do not see that, but like I don't know. I might dry up later on. But
it still looks like heavy rain, but it will be more exciting if some things like a safety car or a dry race come up. But it looks like Craig Senna is really close to Pepsi Max now, and I think he will make move ASAP.
Just having a look. Yeah. So the main battle at the moment is for third place. With Pepsi Max and Craig Senna. Craig Senna is 8 seconds off the lead. Still quite far behind, but yeah, who was it had a bad start? Was it Craig? Was it Senna who actually had a bad start? Oh no, can't mind. But he's made a mistake.
Craig Senna and Pepsi.
And yeah, Senna's up to the podium places there. Good move by Craig Senna there. Next up, I believe, is Stracco. Yes, it is, and it looks like he is much faster at this stage. And maybe if he's fast enough, he could challenge the leader. But not if Pepsi Max has something to say about that again, because yeah, he's staying with Senna at the moment. Yeah, and you can see if Pepsi Max will be able to stay in the next couple of laps, or will Senna just pull away. But yeah. Pretty, as I said, interesting race. Again, with obviously the top championship leader at the moment is way down. Well, not way down, is in 5th, but is in a race of his own at the moment. But has got Senna and Pepsi Max obviously just ahead of him by about 5 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So if he can put in some good laps there, he will manage to catch them up and battle for the podium positions.
Pepsi Max is keeping in touch with Senna though, and PPR Pepsi is also coming back, so like maybe not that much action right now. Pepsi Max is still right at the back of Craig Senna. I don't think he will make a move yet, but it will be soon. But the cars or drivers to look out for throughout the races, definitely Pepsi Max, Craig Senna, and PPR, Pepsi. A lot of Pepsis tonight in it, so great to see.
We should just go and get a Pepsi right now to just add to that. But yeah. So as we can have a look down the field again, I'm just having a quick look to see if anybody's in a battle, but I believe it's just still for the podium. And just gonna have a look out in front. What the gap is. Emerald seems to be a decent gap to Stracco now. Is 4.2 seconds ahead of him, and yeah, he's got a pretty decent gap out in front. A good enough gap if he was to make a mistake or anything like that. Craig Senna is actually pulling away from Pepsi Max.
Joe asks where Rampage is gone, and yeah, he is now promoted to GP2. Forgot to tell that, but because Wasak and SL Cushion from GP2 got promoted to F1, that meant that we had 2 seats left. So we promoted Rampage. Then you might ask, why didn't Pepsi join or get promoted, as he was the championship leader of GP3. But that was simply because that he didn't want to. The drivers need to accept or like have the intention of wanting to be promoted. So respect to Pepsi for that. But his championship looks much in his favor right now, even though he's only 5th. A lot of races to come, and he has a 40-point gap. So
yeah, we've got a battle for 8th here, and Jamie's actually just went round the outside of Charlie Racer / David. But if you watch this battle now, David's actually getting a really good slipstream on him here into Tom, but he's actually lost a lot slipstream with that there. He's got a good decent exit in that final corner, but then lost it there. But I might just stay on board with this battle at the moment, considering that leaders are a wee bit there. So will David go for the move? Yes, he does. It's a brilliant dive, and what a move by David there. Brilliant stuff. Jamie gave him enough racing space. I'm glad never turned into him. Yeah, but clean racing from both drivers. We've also got Morgs in last place, but still in the points. They're catching this, so it's a 3-way train for 8th place. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Yeah, but oh, Jamie was a massive bit snap of the rear there. So David's starting to pull away a wee bit there, but he makes a mistake in that corner, and that's cost him a lot of time on that curve there as he gets into the slipstream. What will David do? He goes defensive. Can Jamie go around the outside? We've just got to watch out for Morgs as well when he's ever going to get into this. Can he go around the outside? Yes, he can. Fantastic move by him. But what an exit by Shadow Racer. Thursday, I don't really know what to say. I think you just say David from now on. But yeah, Jamie gets position back, but David's still going for the move, and he's locked up massively, and he's lost the 2 positions.
Morgs takes the advantage, putting the momentum in. He's probably gonna get Jamie soon. Just to mention, he was right behind those 2 guys, so he's definitely taking advantage of that. Yeah, really great to see.
If these 2 start battling, David will start to catch up again. But yeah, brilliant that exit from Morgs. You can see they're really close there. Morgs is right behind them. They go across the line, side by side. Who will get this into turn 1? Will they leave enough racing space? He's going to try round the outside. Brilliant stuff from the 2 drivers there. But Morgs takes 8th place back from Jamie. Well, he just actually got past him. What I'm on about. But yeah, Jamie tries to go for the move, but he actually does now because Morgs has made a mistake going to the kid, but has a massive bit snap there and actually lost a lot of time went onto the grass there. So I don't know, is he using no assists or I don't know. Because it seems like he is using no assists, but never know, he could be using full traction and just made a mistake. But yeah, looking pretty interesting between these 3 drivers. Yeah, I'm going to look back to see what it is like out at the front of the race. PPRL Pepsi we've just missed is actually in 4th place. I've not seen that.
Oh.
But PPRL Pepsi is actually in 4th now.
Pepsi Max has fallen down while we watched the battle for P8. Senna is 3rd, pulling a quite big gap from PPRL Pepsi.
Yeah, so I missed that there, but you keep an eye on the battle for 8th and I'll just check out in front. It's exactly the same out in front, I believe. What's the gap? It's 4 seconds, exactly the same. So the top two exactly running the exact same pace. I'll actually have a look to see what the lap times are each lap. See, and Exploding Emerald's got a penalty. Exploding Emerald's got a penalty. Actually, I'm just looking through on lap 11 there. He's got a penalty.
Jamie is going around the outside of Morgs. Can he stick it? Getting the momentum. Can he hold it? It's getting squeezed a bit, but he's doing it. Job done by Jamie there. Morgs is getting the slipstream back though. Going for the inside. Jamie is leaving the space, but Jamie has the better exit there. Racer is just taking advantage of that, and Morgs is taking their place there. Really tight battle by those 3.
Yeah, I'm just having a look to see who's got penalties at the moment. Morgs hasn't got any warnings. Oh, we've got car into the pits at Stracco. Stracco's into the pits for a new set of wets there. Stracco's just pitted. It's
Interesting.
SRL Pepsi. That's the
So he
fastest lap, so maybe.
he opens the pit window for the others as well.
Yeah, so this is going to be the interesting point of the race here.
Really
Obviously
tight
we
battle by
think
Jamie and Shadow Racer going side by side. Now almost like
oh,
5-6 laps.
oh,
Yeah.
too close.
Keeping
But
it
Shadow
clean,
Racer,
like respect to them.
oh, brilliant racing, but I believe Dave's actually got a bit of damage on his front wing, if you can see. If you look back at the back, Jamie's got a front plate. That's going to cost him a lot of time, because you can see that's a lot of damage on this game. I bet it's a wee bit of an effect, but that looks like it's red, not red, but maybe like orange or something like that on his screen. But yeah, Strappo, the one to watch at the moment, considering he'll be flying at the front, because if it stays like how it was with Strappo in second and Emerald in first, this will be interesting, because as I just said a couple of seconds ago, Exploding Emerald's actually got a penalty in the sense, I don't know how many seconds, but it has penalty
Like 3
plus
seconds?
2 warning. So it doesn't say 3 seconds, but it just says penalty plus 2 warnings. So we don't know how
Yeah,
many seconds he's got.
that is a 3 second penalty if it just says penalty.
Yeah, and the gap out before Stracco pitted was 4 seconds. But yeah, you just don't know what's going to happen mid race. It could stay the same like this. But is anybody actually coming into the pits yet? Don't
Emerald
see
has
anybody.
pitted. I definitely see a house there, and that's correct.
Yeah,
Emerald has pitted.
Emerald's pitted. Everyone's coming in. Everybody is coming in the pits now. PPL Pepsi is coming in. Craig Senna's in. But keep an eye on the gap out in front here. I'm going to watch to see where Stracco is. Stracco's coming down the main straight, but I think, yes, Emeralds has got the advantage. But as you can see,
Looks
Stracco
closer though.
yeah, I know Stracco has managed to pull, I would cut 3 seconds, I believe, just about there, or 2 seconds out of Emerald on that lap. So, brilliant stuff on Stracco there. He was some pace from the driver there, and even if he got that wee bit out of the car, I don't think he could have got much out, but yeah, if Emerald made a mistake on that lap, yeah, that could have been close out the pits. But yeah, you can see Morgs into the pits too. I believe, is there any close battles as well? Is anybody close to us? We'll just keep an eye on the lead later on.
Max still
yeah,
yet to pit. Probably because he wanted to give his teammate Threshold the benefit of pitting.
yeah, so maybe, I don't know, maybe if the Mercedes boys also want to work this out, I don't know if they're in a party at the moment, but if Pepsi Max does stay out, which I don't think he will, he might come at the end of this lap, but if he does stay out and decides to actually help his teammate Stracco here, and hold up the driver behind, which is Emerald, this could come into Stracco's hands. Yeah, so but I expect Pepsi to actually pit this lap. No, he doesn't. He doesn't pit. So, are we looking at not team orders here, but
Maybe a switch,
well,
maybe.
basically team orders, yeah.
Like
yeah,
we don't know we don't know anything as come to us about the weather, but the drivers do, as they can ask the engineer about the weather report. So maybe Pepsi is planning something. Maybe a cheeky light rain in 5 minutes, the engineer is saying. So
yeah,
should be
we just don't know. That's the problem.
No, we
just don't know what's going on, but they will. So I don't know if Pepsi Max does want to do what I'm thinking he was, because I'm just looking at the standings, and Pepsi Max, I'm just having a look how close it is actually in the championship.
It's really close
Pepsi Max
for
has
second
got
place.
24 points, yeah. But Pepsi Max has got 24 points. I'm just having a look at Stracco's, he's got 16, so it's really close. So,
and as I said, if he gets just 6 or more points, he will already jump to P3 in the championship, because the magic mole unfortunately couldn't attend today.
Yeah.
Benefit to
yeah. PPRL Pepsi, captain Craig Senna, I believe. Not sure I have to get any closer if I can't mind how close they were, but yeah, Exploding Emerald is catching obviously Pepsi Max at the moment, Stracco's teammate, and if you have a look at Stracco in third place, he is actually catching Exploding Emerald. If you can see that there, Mundo, he's actually gained about, I don't know, but it's much closer than it was. It must have been about 3 seconds out of the pits, or 2.5 seconds, and it is now down. Yeah, you can see he's across the line. What is Exploding Emerald got the gap down to the leader out in front. We've got a car coming out of the pits, 3 seconds. Stracco sets the fastest lap, and it's not going to be great for Mondo. We've got cars everywhere at this first corner. Craig Senna setting the fastest lap as well.
Wow, they're really close now, man.
Yeah, I can see that massively close. We've got VGR who's left the session there, but I'm going to just keep an eye out in front at the moment because this is going to be quite interesting. It was Shadow Race actually, David. I keep saying I'm just going to call him David from now on. Actually, I keep saying the wrong things all the time, but yeah, only 9 cars remain of this race, and it's still good. This race is still good with only 9 cars.
That's what I'm talking about.
No idea.
Closer racing. It's natural. Also, we haven't seen that much from Lolex Breaker 07. Really quiet race from him, but he's doing good. P6 at the moment. Nothing too shabby. So
David's getting lapped at the moment by the Haas. As you can see, Pepsi
blue
Max
flag.
is definitely blue flag. Sebastian Vettel time. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be wanting to let him go at this moment. Yeah, this could cost. Where is it? I can't mind the name. Who is it again? Exploding Emerald. But he does let him go. Will he let Stracco go? Yes, he does. Stracco is right up the back here of Exploding Emerald here. He's come to the final corner. As you can see, Pepsi Max still staying out, so I believe they're doing what I'm thinking they're going to do. The two Mercedes working together for each other, and obviously Pepsi Max helping Stracco this time around. But yeah, obviously this is will help into Stracco's hands if Stracco can keep a good gap to Exploding Emerald here. As we come through into the next one of their Pepsi Max has made a mistake here, and what Stracco wants to do right now is be right close just in case he wants to take advantage of Pepsi Max making a mistake and Exploding Emerald getting through. But he's actually lost a little bit of time, Stracco, there, so he's wanting to get up close to him now, unless Pepsi Max can do his best to hold him up, which is right up the back of him now. Is he's going to go round the outside? Can he go round the outside? We're getting a bit of lag from my screen here. But yeah, Max is going to hit, but then he goes down the inside. Emerald goes down the inside, and there's contact. Pepsi Max is off, and now it's Stracco's chance. Can Stracco take the advantage? Yes, he can. It's worked out perfectly for Stracco. He came at the right time. Pepsi Max done his thing and has made Stracco's life a much better, but not for long, because you can see under we've got Exploding Emerald is right up the back of Stracco as well. So this is going to turn into a brilliant last 10 laps of this Australian Grand Prix.
It looked like the Emerald was quite impatient and unfortunate Pepsi had to go off track there, otherwise it would be a bit more interesting. But we still have a battle for the lead, so let's be happy for that. Stretcho is having quite a good exit there.
Yeah, but at the moment Stracco's actually leading by about 3 seconds, if you remember, with that penalty Exploding Emerald has, remember. So basically Exploding Emerald has got to get past.
Mistake there.
And that could just cost him a lot of time.
Maybe 1 or 2 seconds there.
Yeah, so could that have just blown his race? I don't know. But yeah, they seemed about the same pace before.
Just confirmation that Pepsi Max has hit it. So it was definitely team choices there. Otherwise he would have hit it earlier. He helped his teammate and
brilliant
good teamwork there
from Pepsi, so good stuff from him. Comes out in 5th place, good 10 points for him at the moment. I believe he's in a lonely race, 23 seconds off the lead. Just have a look, anybody near him? No, I don't think so. No, he's miles behind, so really, the main battles we've got at the moment, the closest battles is obviously
PBL
for the lead.
Pepsi is catching Senna. I think, but
Yeah,
they're really close now. Senna is trying to
yeah,
get
but
through Shadow Racer.
oh, David holding up Senna massively there. That is a lot. Oh,
Oh
cut
my!
across. What? Oh, what was that? What was going on there? What just happened? Whoa! What did? What was David thinking? What was he thinking in his head there? Just braked in front of Senna. I'm just watching on the stream now. Yours just brakes and he's out of the race, and Senna has lost a lot of time. Oh, I don't know what was going on there, but anybody close behind them, Pepsi Max, any close? He's definitely much closer, but that is basically going to cost Senna maybe even a podium there. I believe it could, but yeah, what was going on there, Mondo?
I have no idea, man. It looked weird because he didn't even like he just braked when he was just in front of
Yeah.
in front of him. So yeah, weird stuff there. I definitely think they'll be taken to the stewards.
Yeah,
Don't you
I
think?
was actually on board. Yep, what were you saying?
No, just asking you if you also think that it will be taken to the stewards.
Probably, from what I've seen there, but so I was actually on board with PPRL Pepsi at the time, and got a right view as they would just cut across Craig,
Yeah.
and from there, so bit weird, I don't know what they was thinking, but he's out of the race, and that means we are down to, I believe,
8 people.
8 runners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And 8 laps
I think.
remaining of the race.
Wait, is that
Stretch
8?
is
I'm
still
not sure.
leading.
No, yeah, no, there's 9. There's actually 9.
9.
Because,
Okay.
VG, in 1429 was actually quite far behind, and I believe. No, wait, no. He's actually has he not left the session? He's not an AI now. I'm sure he is. Yeah, he's an AI. VG 1429 is an AI, but he's 3 minutes off the lead, which obviously is about a Mercedes gap to like 2 years ago. So this would be basically Nico Rosberg or Lewis Hamilton now 2 years ago, in front, in the lead, the next car.
Lolex
So,
Brega in impressive P5, by the way. He just kept it clean and had just been lonely by himself. Not the most action-packed, but if you can take the 10 points as he's doing now, I would be very grateful.
yeah, but good race I think at the moment considering we've got 9 cars. But Exploding Emerald has just had a massive moment. And has actually got a good gap down the Stracco and has lost it again. Exploding Emerald was 1.3 behind Stracco and is now about 4 seconds behind. He's made a massive moment, went onto the grass and just about hit the wall. It was 1.3 and is now 3.8. So Emerald there has lost a lot of time, and I think that could be race over for Emerald unless leader Stracco can make a mistake, which I don't think he will. But David actually wants me to invite him to the party, which obviously I'm not going to do. He needs to explain, but yeah, you can explain that to the stewards, David. So
Yeah, we will do that after the race.
yeah, we can. We'll speak to you after this. He's probably watching the chat right now. Yeah, he's actually commenting in the chat right now. Have a look at it. He's actually said I was thinking he would have taken the racing line by following me off. I slowed down to let him pass, but he followed me. But to be honest, I'm not going to be thinking. But from my point of view, it looked like he just got on the way and braked.
Just an unfortunate incident, really. Like, it was just where he didn't pull away to a side where it was obvious he wouldn't harm Craig Senna. But on to the action now. Not really much happening. Pepsi is catching a bit up on Emerald, so I think we should look after.
Yeah, So that could happen in the next remaining laps. PPL Pepsi could catch the car in front, which is Emerald. I believe Stracco's got away with this at the moment. But obviously with that penalty that Emerald has, PPRL Pepsi will be in front at the moment. So if the drivers do get close, obviously do not want to well, Emerald's actually on the eye for a second there. I was just watching PPRL Pepsi, but has lost a little bit of time. But yeah, probably his engineer PPRL Pepsi will tell him that he's got a penalty, because sometimes you do get that during races. Yeah, so he probably will know, and he won't want to fight quite hard, I believe, unless he doesn't know he's got a penalty. Because obviously, if you go into the pause menu, you're going to lose a lot of time, because you go into an AI and you lose quite a lot. So he's probably not going to have done that, unless he's done it in the pits, actually. So he might know. But yeah, we've got a battle for second place at the moment. It's been Exploding Emerald and PPL Pepsi, the championship leader. So at this stage, would PPL Pepsi extend his championship lead? Let's have a look. Just wanted to see who is actually closest to PPL Pepsi, and that is Exploding Emerald. So I've actually just had a look there. So the two championship contenders going one on one here, as you can see, Exploding Emerald. So basically, Exploding Emerald would gain points on
Emerald's really struggling. He's getting better. Yeah,
and brilliant move, but he's on the grass. He's on the grass, PPL Pepsi, and he takes it right back, I believe. And yes, he does. Exploding Emerald takes the move back, but it's went wide on the curve there. And can he get the move? Yes, he does. PPL Pepsi is up into second place, and as I was saying, he's going to gain points in the championship. That's all just went out the bag. PPL Pepsi would extend his championship lead now, even though if he doesn't win today, because Stracco is away down in 7th place and is 64 points, well, 64.5 points behind. Yeah, but if Exploding Emerald can keep with PPL Pepsi, that would be good. But I don't think that will happen. Yeah, but good stuff there, good racing between the two drivers. And yeah, Stracco, I believe, has got a good enough gap out in front. They'll probably just bring the car home and win this. PPL Pepsi, unless he can pull massive pace out the bag, would be I don't know. Can he catch him with 4 laps to go? What is your thoughts, Mondo? Can he do it?
Well, it would take a miracle, really. There's 7 seconds and we have 4 laps, so it would mean like at least 1.5 seconds per lap.
Yeah. So I'm just actually going to have a look at his first sector here. So the gap is 7.1. But as you said, I think it will be a miracle to see how much he stuck out this first sector. And it's 6.8. So 3/10 quicker in that first sector. So that is good at the moment. Obviously, want a wee bit more. But 3/10 out of Stracco in that first sector. Just needs to keep it smooth here, PPL Pepsi, and see what he can do. Is there anybody? Oh, he's went wide. I've not even noticed that there. Better go and check back into the battle, and I believe that is it over now. I wasn't looking there. I was actually looking on my Snapchat. Typical me, but yeah, I wasn't looking there. But I believe that'll probably be the race over. Race went over now because it was actually 6.8, and it was quicker there than Stracco. But I still don't think he could have caught him in the end. But unless Stracco makes a mistake, but yeah, PPL Pepsi still in second position, and we've got Emerald behind, the two championship contenders, first and second, right behind each other, but PPL Pepsi is much faster. He crosses the line and it's the exact same gap as it was in that previous sector. So 5 laps remain here in Australia. It's been, I don't know, Mondo, do you think it's been a pretty decent race? Could it have been better? Has it been boring? I don't know. What your thoughts?
Well, it was decent, I guess. From 1 to 10, probably 6 or 7. I don't know about you, but I enjoyed it certainly. the battles in like you can't expect that much of full wets. It's definitely much more difficult and challenging than in the dries, and it was also good to see Pepsi doing some team favor for Stretcho, who is now leading. So you
Yeah,
probably have to thank Pepsi there.
Yeah, as Draco actually won a race in the tail yet? I don't know. I might actually go have a look at that.
He has shown good pace
this,
throughout the weekend, so
yeah. So I will quickly go. Oh, virtual safety car. Virtual safety car being deployed.
is someone retire?
Yeah. But there's a virtual safety car. Is out there, and is we're still 9 runners. I think we are. Yes.
I don't think anyone
yeah,
retired.
we're still. I don't know what that virtual safety car is about, but this might come into hands of PPR Pepsi, and also Emerald is right behind what do we call them, PPR Pepsi as well. I'm getting constant messages from David here on Xbox. Give yourself a shout out. Yeah, obviously he wants me to give myself a shout out because I've got a YouTube channel and all that. I've only got 1,000. I've got over 1,000 subscribers, guys. If you're watching this video, also if you want to check out my channel, you can subscribe at them to that as well. Just the exact same as my gamer tag. Yeah, you can check that out. I do F1 2016 career modes, other stuff. If you like that kind of content, go and check that out. But yes, there you go, David. David wanted me to give myself a shout out. So yeah, and he's just commented gay for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, pretty.
Rexella is 4th at the moment. Jamie Jamie is an AI, so that's probably why. I don't know what's happened to Jamie. Pepsi has pitted, Pepsi Max. So he obviously had a moment there. Alex Breaker still in 6th, doing a really good job. As she said, we only have 3 laps remaining of the race.
Yeah, has PPL Pepsi managed to gain any time? No, he's not. He's actually lost time in that virtual safety car, but yeah, David's definitely going to the stewards, especially for that language as well. And oh my god, I'm getting constant messages from him here, and this is Mondo. We need to get him to the stewards because he's calling me a slag now, so this can't be allowed. Because he's forced me to give myself a shout out, my channel, which I wasn't even wanting to anyway, but he's been dying for me to do it anyway, so I'm just gonna shut him off. And yeah, so I've done it. So David, there you go. I don't even care what you say now, but yeah, as we head in to the last 2 laps, I'm not even going to bother with the messages anymore if he sends me. And the main battle we've got is Exploding Emerald. The 2 championship contenders is actually getting ever closer as Exploding Emerald gets ever closer to PPRL Pepsi, with only 1 lap remaining after this. Right, yeah, so it's getting ever closer on that. Yeah, so Stracco, believe this is going to be his first race win if he can keep this on the track with 1 lap remaining. Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look to see if he's won yet. It's going to go down. No.
Emerald is still keeping off Pepsi. I don't know if he has if they're equal on penalties. If Emerald has 2 penalties, Pepsi has none. So that will mean even though if Emerald just gets past, the job is done by Pepsi. He has secured 2nd place. Very good job by him. Coming back through the field from that one in Carnage. Same with
yeah.
Senna.
So I've just had a look there, and this will be Stracco's first victory. If he can just hold it on the track with 1 lap to go, Stracco 14, Scottish driver, will win his first race in GP3 SRL here. As he starts the last lap, comes into the first corner here. I don't think is there any other battles to have a look?
No,
before
we'll just
we
follow him through the full wet conditions.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody else. It seems to just be a lonely race for everybody, so I think we're going to have a lot much on board with Stracco here. So all he needs to do is keep the lap smooth and bring the car home, and will win his first ever race in GP3. So yeah, he's actually getting told to pit on his steering wheel. He's getting flashing, dashboard's flashing pit. So his fuel obviously as well is coming down, but I thought he's probably saved quite a bit of fuel on this race and just kept it. His fuel
Usually
fine,
once we're
but
under fuel, under full
yeah, that's the last thing he wants to do. So we don't want to, well, if he under fuels now, PPL Pepsi, I believe, would pass and catch, or the other way around, catch and pass Stracco, but it doesn't seem like that was going to happen here. But yeah, don't think it will happen anyway, but yeah, so as we come through into the next final corners here at Stracco, keeping the car on the track, and it looks like he's going to do it here. So Stracco comes around the final corner and comes across, or just about to come across the line. Stracco will take victory in Australia. Brilliant race from him there. Yeah, so Stracco takes his first ever race win in GP3. Brilliant stuff from Stracco there. Exploding Emerald and then Craig Senna finishing there. Exploding Emerald will still be on the podium because he's got a massive gap behind. Back down to who's in? Is it Craig Senna? Yes, I believe it is. Craig Senna crosses the line now. In fourth place, could have been closer if it wasn't for that contact with David, which will be going to the stewards. And yes, they'll get having a look at him. Pepsi Max, pretty spread it out actually. Not if you've not noticed that month though, he's actually 1 minute off the lead and he's in 5th place.
Yep, he pitted again, as I said. So Pepsi is now taking 3rd in the championship. Really good job by him.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can pretty much say he sacrificed his race to help Stretcho because he stayed out and didn't pit at the same time as the others.
Yeah, this is remember me, this the Spanish Grand Prix this weekend when Vettel and Hamilton were miles ahead, and yeah, the massive gap to everybody else. But Lawbreaker comes through in 6th position, but the car is pretty spreaded out in this race, like really far behind there. Morgs in 7th comes across the line in the Red Bull, and there's a minute and 30, and there's a last remaining car. Tons of penalties. Stracco actually had